And now our feature presentation.
Let's spin this new shit!
Hello and welcome to the CloudsDale Cafe. We are located at Rainbow Ass Grab Junction. Yes, we are. I am your host, Ragin, the host with the most. We have Nick, the Canadian Blizzard.
Hello.
We also have Shadow, who's in the mixer as always, and it's going to be really just me and Nick talking tonight. Besides, we also are interviewing Llamas with Katanas.
Heck yeah.
With special
And
guest
we have-
D-pad.
D-pad.
Okay, I did get that right.
Hey there.
Good.
Good, you did get it right, but yes, just short minute, adding things in just like that. But we have, what we always have to do every week is promo CloudsDale.org. CloudsDale.org. Go visit us. Well, pretty much they don't have a logo, but we come up with one every week for them. Go visit it. They have a little cloud. It's a little like, I don't want to say 4chan, but more like you gotta go, they have these clouds and they have different topics and you can go in and chat with people about those topics.
So a chat room.
Yeah, it's pretty much a chat room. It is kind of like 4chan. You can post pictures, videos, and all that stuff. Really fun. Guy runs it, Zira. Really cool guy. We talk to him quite often. He's really cool. We also have our own little cloud, CloudsDale Cafe, in there. So go in there, check us out, talk to us, during the week. So check it out. It's a really nice place. So that's enough for promos. Let's do some topics. And yes, this week we actually do have topics. Shocking, isn't it?
Yeah. Usually we just talk randomly, but this time we actually have something to talk about.
We pull shit out of our ass. That's what we do every week. But I think the biggest one has to be, Fighting is Magic. Fighting is Magic has received a cease and desist from Hasbro. That's actually a very big deal because they work really, really hard on that, and then they just get shut down. I mean, they put months. I think almost
2
a
years.
year?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
No, it's 2 years.
2 years.
Okay.
And
Yes, 2 years of work into this, and then they just get shut down. They just put all their money into it, and then it gets shut down. That is very sad. Cinnamon was kind of butthurt about it. I was hurt about it. Nick was hurt. We were all hurt about it.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't be too upset about it yet, if I were you. The fact is, everyone is ignoring a few crucial things about it, not the least of which is that it's non-profit and voluntary. It doesn't technically fall within the rights of a cease and desist. That means that Hasbro, in shutting it down, did not do any primary research, and if Hasbro does get back to the dev team on this, we may see a continuation yet.
Yeah.
Good point, D-pad.
That is some good news from that, though. It would be nice to see them come back, though. But Laura Foss has, contacted them saying, "I will draw stuff for you," which is pretty cool.
That's
Yeah, I wish that I could be more optimistic about that, but I doubt these guys are going to be, even with that, too willing to do this again. Many people ignore just exactly how hard it is to make a fighting game.
Right.
Yeah.
And the fact is, they would have to make entirely new sprites and animations, which is very much possibly the most time-consuming part of creating a fighting game. The programming is one thing, but you have to make a specific sprite for every single frame of animation.
Right.
Yeah. And even then, since this entire thing happened, 2 people actually left the team.
Exactly.
Which is pretty heartbreaking as well.
Definitely.
It is. I mean, 2 years of production, and they pretty much get shut down, but let's hope that they can get back into it, though. Seriously. It'd be nice.
Yeah, there's actually a petition going on on Care2 petition site. I'm just going to link it in the chat, and I'll link it into the YouTube video as well. But the thing is, they're actually starting up petitions for Hasbro to actually start up again. But yeah, like you said, it's a non-profit project, so really it should it's good to have the petition, but I don't think it really needs it. But we'll see.
Right.
We'll see how everything works out. Hopefully, it works out for the best in the end. So
hopefully, we'll see.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
But well, the next major thing is the Brony documentary. They've been worried mostly about piracy attacks, and what everybody is doing right now is everybody's overreacting about it. They're like, oh, they're taking it away, they're taking it away. No, it's just the bonus content that they're cutting out. That's it. They're just getting rid of the bonus content. That's it. Really, because they're worried about the piracy. And that kind of is a big deal, but it's going to happen no matter what. I mean, they were first giving it out when they were first selling it were on, you know, digital, like over the internet. You had to download it from them, which makes it even easier for them to download it and put it like on Pirate Bay or something.
Right.
Do that. And you can't really do anything about it. Even if you do put it on DVD, they could just burn it, really, and then resell it if they wanted to, or they put it on Pirate Bay. It doesn't matter. I mean, the only reason they're making it such a big deal is because they spent like what, $300,000 on a documentary that will not see theaters or TV or anything. It's only being pretty much sold to bronies, really.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, like, personally though, I kind of find it a bit silly how they kind of released it. I think they released it digitally first. Well, like, they at least, like, when they, like, kind of, when it was finished, they gave it out to everyone who, like, donated the certain amount and stuff like that. And, like, people were live streaming and stuff like that. I don't know exactly how it ended up getting really onto Pirate Bay and stuff like that, and how people started pretty much pirating it. But,
like that. The fact is, they were not allowed to live stream that. If you live stream it without the express permission of the creators, they actually can tag you for it.
yeah.
We recently had to look into that because we had recently obtained the Brony documentary, but, well, life without research is best left dead.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, content again was today with Jenny or Palette Swab. Her channel got locked because they were showing The Hobbit and Wreck-It Ralph, and through the middle of Wreck-It Ralph, it got shut down. Somebody reported it and it got shut down. So you got to be careful out there. I mean, if you're going to stream stuff like that, you got to get permission first. And I'm not going to call her out or anything, but I'm just going to say they said they had it on DVD, but if somebody gave her the DVD, they burnt it from either a website, and I know exactly what website they probably got it from, where they stream movies like that.
Right.
Because The Hobbit's not out on DVD, or Wreck-It Ralph is not out on DVD yet. But I'm just saying, somebody must have given it to her where they burnt it, and it's technically piracy. But what are you going to do? Everybody does that nowadays, and you can't stop it.
Yeah. Overall, it's like, it's been like the past, pretty much like yesterday, a whole bunch of stuff really happened within like the 24 hours. Like, Main 6 was shot down. Yeah, like a whole bunch of stuff. I can't even remember off the top of my head anymore now.
It was like the leaks with the pictures from this week's episode with Rainbow Dash's dad, which is kind of like a horrible pony creator OC. They kind of just threw her hair on a purplish blue pony and said, that's good enough. I don't know why they chose that, but whatever. They just needed to make, I guess they just needed to make it show that was her dad, so what are you going to do?
Be kind of strange though to see see a young, like just a young girl just sitting in a crowd of people that you can't really identify with her. Or, yeah, if I worded that right.
But I would have to ask it, how would they have the games at CloudsDale? But yeah, actually, how would they have it there? That's the one question. So I can actually see, unless it was just Pegasus. That's the only reason. Other than that, it's kind of a like. What else happened yesterday? Well, we talked a little bit about it. How the fandom is going to go through a really rough patch over this summer between episodes. Just how everything's going down with Hasbro lately is kind of put everybody in a a little bit of a freak out with the new Twilight Alicorn thing. Everybody's kind of freaking out about it, and I don't think it's going to be that bad. Even if Hasbro is going to make a decision, like I said last week, I was kind of butthurt for the first week about it. Well, not really for first week. It was more of a couple days, and I'm slowly kind of getting used to it. It's kind of like the Princess collaboration or whatever they were talking about with Cadence, but now they're kind of shoving Cadence in our face this season, and it's kind of getting annoying.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
it goes back to Finding's Magic. Do you guys know why Hasbro waited so long until like the game was basically almost done for them to issue the cease and desist?
I think it was because... Oh, sorry.
No, it's not that.
Like, I think it was because that, like, it was pretty much immediately after they shown it at, I forget where they shown it at, but, I think it might have been, like, we've seen that, like, they've been starting to kind of crack down on stuff, like, on, Friendship is Witchcraft, Mental Advanced Series, stuff like that.
Yeah, those have been gone down, which I'm actually surprised that they would take those down, but it's mostly because of YouTube, though. YouTube is the reason why they've been taken down.
Like that. But, that's true, actually, so that probably doesn't hold any merit, but like, they recently shown it at, I forget what it was. I think it was like Evo or something like that. EVO. But
it was some place, but they've done it before. They've shown that before, and it's been on YouTube. It might be a dick move by Hasbro because they know that they were very close to getting it released, and they were very far into production, and they just shut them down now because Hasbro is technically a money grubbing company, and they only care about money at this point. They don't care about what how
fans
people
want.
feel or what the fans want. They're a giant toy company, and My Little Pony is just part of that company. It's just a branch off of that company, and it's in the studio that is run. I forget the studio name, and I'm a horrible fan for not knowing it. It's like Studio B or something. I don't know. I think it changed, but other than that, they could have just done it for reasons that they were just like, oh, they're close to it, and we'll just throw them in the ground. Them also taking away Derpy was Hasbro's decision, not the studio's, really, because Hasbro didn't want to get in trouble. So they pretty much, that's why we don't see Derpy at all this season. Hasbro has control on this show. Yeah. Fans like to cuss out Hasbro, saying, fuck you, Hasbro, we're not going to be part of your shit. But
they have to keep their business up.
Yeah, you watching and looking at the art of MLP is technically Hasbro's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are all like watching the show, drawing art about it. It's Hasbro's right because they own the show and everything. We're just using that right. They could be a complete asshole and just crack down on everybody.
I would be heartbroken if they got rid of my art. I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, that would just that
DeviantArt. I don't think they would touch DeviantArt. That's one thing.
Oh, they better
Tumblr, they won't be able to control Tumblr, but YouTube is where they'll control it. And people are going to be like, oh, fuck YouTube. We can go to other websites to watch this. Not exactly, because they can go to other websites too. Hasbro has a lot of money. Remember that. They have a lot of money, and they have a pretty good lawyers. So they can go and find websites. They can get whiffs of where the websites are, and they can go there and technically, if wanting to, shut them down. That's how society is nowadays. You can sue anybody for any reason.
Right. Also, and then there was another thing about Twilight being alicorn. I'm not sure if information is correct or not, but I don't think it's going to last. I think that it's just part of the episode that's going to be coming up, but I don't think she's going to stay at alicorn. I don't think so. I'm not really sure, but I've heard things. So, like, I don't want it to be like a big deal or anything, but I personally don't think it's going to last just because of the information I've heard. But so if anyone's like freaking out about it, I really honestly don't think it's going to be a big deal for like season 4 or anything, because I don't think she's going to stay in alicorn.
Well, if you see, I saw it, when they were talking about when they were showing the trailer for like next week's episode and stuff. What you see is that they use the elements of harmony, and they use them on Twilight, though, too. But then you hear Fluttershy saying, "Oh, Twilight, you look just like a princess." Is that a hint that she's not really a princess? Is she just decorated to look like one?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what because I mean, it would ruin the show, I think, that if they kept her in alicorn, because that's like making her more powerful than her friends, and they're all supposed to be kind of equal. And that would be like a bitch move to me. Just being like, oh, Twilight's like the best character. She's an alicorn, she's bitchin'. And then you like all the other ponies are just like, oh, okay, we're just normal ponies. Whatever. Background characters.
Yeah, and this episode today, was okay, but you also seen that she's starting to do a lot of. She's doing princess things with that breathing thing. I was like, it got annoying. It got annoying. Oh, you haven't seen it? We streamed it before the show.
I know. I saw like part of it. I went, no, I can't watch it yet.
Oh. Yeah, we could talk about it, but we're like, damn, people want to talk about it. But I'll just give my rating for it. It's technically a 6 out of 10. It was an okay episode.
He's being a hard ass. I call 7.
You call
7 to 8, 7.5, 7.8.
Like I said earlier this morning when we did a little when we talked to each other earlier this morning. This season is more. It's like they've crammed everything in like the first, the first 20 minutes. It's all really good and it's good development for like maybe an hour or 44-minute episode. But the last 2 minutes, they just cut it. Like they literally cut it and just say, okay, we need to wrap it up now, right. And they wrap it up in 2 minutes, which sucks because there are some episodes that actually are really good.
And then they like fuck up at the end.
Yeah, it's kind of balanced out. But there are some episodes nowadays, like the episodes this season is a lot more, analyzing them and not enjoying them. Except today, I had a very good laugh. I haven't laughed from this show in a very, very, very long time. Really laughed. But like this, today I busted out laughing because I totally did not expect them to do that. Which I think this season's also lacking a little bit of just, basic humor too. I mean, they do some jokes, but they're lacking the adult jokes anymore. It's not like season 1 and 2 anymore. It's kind of lacking.
I loved season 1. Season 2 was okay. I like season 3, but I feel personally that it's leaning way too much towards the fan base, and I kind of miss the innocent part of it, like how season 1 was. But I love it still. I mean, I enjoy every episode. Except for the one about Spike this season. I wasn't too thrilled about that one. But,
which one? Yeah, 2.
But which one was it? I can't remember. But he's always like made out to be a greedy dragon, and I'm like, there's more to him than that. But I don't know. This season's just been bland to me. I personally liked. I mean, the songs have been nice, but like Applejack finally got a song. Hallelujah! But I'm season 1. A lot.
Sorry.
I'm done.
But like
she's done, folks. She's done.
Whoa. But anyway, like it kind of sucked in season 1 though, because like when it came to like the whole like I think what was it, the Alicorn thing or something, like what was it that everyone started like hating on Faust for? But I can't quite remember. I think it was the Alicorn
wait. People were hating on Faust? Seriously, there was no reason to hate on it. Season 1 was almost perfect.
Oh yeah,
it had everything that we were wanting built up to the very end. Like there was a main goal though.
People were hating on her recently because of the Alicorn Twilight thing. Because
people are assholes. They look at she created the show. People don't really do their research anymore and don't know that she's not part of the show anymore.
No, she's not even working on the show at all anymore.
Yeah.
But, like the thing is though, like even in like the first season, she had a fight to actually get what like she wanted out of My Little Pony. Like she really wanted to show like her outlook on the universe, like the MLP universe, and she had a fight in season 1 to get that, and then she just kind of stopped in season 2 and then passed it on to people who she trusted.
Right.
But yeah, like,
and
one thing though, that I just realized.
Season 1's always going to be the best one though. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
I can tell you 3 reasons why: the story, the build-up, and the completion of it.
Yes.
It all wraps up to a perfect season.
I
Season
agree.
2 lacked. It was really good at the first, almost like pretty much halfway, and then near the end, it started once season 3 is. It started to sink. The problem is, what they're missing nowadays is they need to go back to season 1, which I'm hoping that they will with season 4. They'll go back to season 1 and figure out, wait, we need to have one main story at the beginning and have something wrapped up at the very end. Like, there's one main idea, like, in the first episode, they all meet and, introduction, blah, 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 elements, harmony, blah, blah, blah. Second episode, there's the main goal for the end of the season. And they talk about it. And then in the middle of the, couple episodes that don't have anything to relate with the ending or that main event, they come back to it with one episode, and that's or the dress or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. And then at the very end, they do the gala, and that's perfect.
Right.
It's a perfect season. You know, they show their
Great.
lives between, and then season 2 starts up really good, and then it starts to sink.
And then just disappointment.
Season 4 is going back to 26 episodes, so maybe because
They
I think
better
with
have
these,
something good.
with these 13, I think it was 13 or 14 episodes, they were okay.
Yeah,
They tried, and they're getting writers back for next season. They're getting 2 writers back, which is good.
Good.
I want them to go back to season 1. That's what the fandom needs right now, and we need more songs. We've literally only had 2 songs this year, technically. 2 good songs. And Raise This Barn was okay. I don't like it, but Nick's gonna fight tooth and nail about it.
I'm not saying it's my
only think
favorite.
that
I just like it.
The only good one, technically, this entire season so far. We have one more episode to prove me wrong, to find out if there's a better one than Bab Seeds, which I doubt. as it
Oh
will
my
have to be
god.
Better than Bab Seeds.
I can't
Yeah.
express my love for that song.
That
I
is-
can't even. Oh god.
Like that was really
And-
good.
There's a lot.
By the way,
and
Sincere.
Cinnamon has joined us.
Abrupt
ladies and
interruption.
colds or whatever.
Cinnamon!
Yeah.
Cinnamony. Oh yeah, we had. Did you notice that we had somebody in here from Brony Talk?
Who?
I mean, Brony Show.
Yeah.
Brony Show, Brony Talk, whatever. Brony Show, whatever. I
Brony
don't know.
Show? Oh,
Failed.
wait, Brony Talk. I know everybody from Brony Talk, but Brony Show.
Yeah, I thought it was Brony Talk that we were having in there, but Brony Show, Brony Talk. I don't know. What was it?
They're all the same.
I forget. Frey Crescent.
Oh, we lost him.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
By the way, he left.
Yeah, Frey left. As soon as I said his
He's-
name, he left. But
You knew.
what was his his OC name or whatever?
I don't know.
I don't
All
know.
right.
He went to the other chat, I think. He's in a talk.
The oatmeal?
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah, the oatmeal.
Like back what we were
But as
talking.
we derail it more,
But like back, way back in the conversation when it came to like copyright stuff like that, I really, really hope that the fan-made episode doesn't get pulled, because
Yes.
or Journey of the Spark, because those two I'm really hoping that they're gonna just pass by.
I'm telling you right now, with those 2 episodes, I'd download as soon as they come out. I'm telling you, people, download that episode when it comes out because it will be taken down.
I hope it doesn't get
guarantee
taken down.
It's going to get
mid-project.
taken down. The way Hasbro's rolling right now, it will get taken down. So you better download it, and you can watch it on your own time, but do not stream it because you can get in trouble. That's all I'm going to say.
Right.
I'm not telling you to stream it. I'm telling you to download it and view it on your own, and then delete it after you've viewed it.
Right.
You know, so we don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering
Piracy,
that this
good
fandom
piracy.
is well known for doing extremely stupid things and extremely
Our
high
fandom
levels.
is. I was actually getting really annoying with today in another stream with Jenny's or Palette Swabs stream of when they were doing The Hobbit, and because everybody was throwing in MLP references, I'm like, can we just go anywhere
I just
without
ignored
having
the
to
chat
throw an
when I watched
MLP
it.
reference anywhere?
Oh, I know
you
what you mean, man.
I mean, seriously. I mean, I love the show, but I'm not gonna let it kind of. I mean, it kind of part of my life, but I'm not going to let it take over 100% of my life.
Right.
Man, though, The Hobbit was amazing.
I know.
Well,
I know you've never seen it, too,
Nope.
Nick. So
I just
I
saw,
saw
it
it
today.
twice. Oh.
it's really good, but I mean, I can go on the entire topic of The Hobbit of going, wait, why can the trolls talk in this one?
Yeah, I know. I
And-
never really understood that, but whatever. It was still funny. I liked it.
well, let's
It's-
okay. Instead of going like, okay, let's make this quick. These trolls are not the same as Saruman's trolls.
I guess because
Right?
dark magic has probably taken over them and blah blah.
Exactly.
Blah,
So let's just say that
Um,
these are more,
lack of
these are
blood.
more peaceful times. Under
I get it. Well, it is
quotations.
more. It is more peaceful times, and they pretty much there is a epic foreshadowing of the raids. You know, the ring raids.
Yeah,
that
of
was
course.
nuts.
Horrible. When I was watching in theaters in 3D, I was like, "Are you kidding me? They're already bringing this out? Shit." But yeah, I mean, Hobbit. I mean, the Hobbit takes like what 60 years before Lord of the Rings or something like that.
Pretty- well, I don't know. Like Bilbo's 101 years old, so
Well,
yeah.
but hobbits can live for I think longer than humans anyway, but still.
But
Remember,
So,
he had the
fucking
ring.
ages. Well,
The
Gandalf-
ring made him older, unnaturally.
Well, true to that.
But the thing was, so like,
You know.
when the movie started, was that just before the events of the regular Lord of the
Yes,
Rings?
it's
okay, when you
technically like a few
okay.
years before it. So
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's like retelling the story and kind of builds you up to the plot. And I love the flashbacks of the war and stuff. That's just, God.
It's a really good. It's one of 3, and they did a hell of a good job explaining the first part of it. It's a hell of a lot better. I mean, I've read the book several times, and it's still confusing to read the book. That's the problem. Other than that,
I can kill a man with that book. That book is thick.
It is. It's pretty much, and it's better than the old version of The Hobbit, which was like on VHS. I remember watching it and throwing my hands up, going, "What the fuck is going on?" Literally, if you heard my finger snapping, that's how things happen in that movie. There's literally no explanation, random ass talk. It's the equivalent of watching, a TV, like a show or a movie that you've never seen before, with no audio on, with like 3 or 4 old people just talking about randomness, like literally just talking about my day, like that, or the old crazy cat lady talking, because there is nothing, you don't understand what's going on. But watching that VHS movie and watching The Hobbit, like the new one, you can see a lot of similarities. There's like the troll scene, is very similar to that. I can't spoil it yet, but I know they're going to do a good job of it with the dragon and the floating town.
So cool.
Smog?
Yeah. Smog. But also,
Smog.
What I actually find really, the brown wizard.
Yeah, I loved him.
Oh yeah.
Actually, the first time I actually saw the brown wizard, and he's technically they got the same character pretty much spot on, was the Lord of the Rings game, War in the North.
Yes.
I want to play
that character is I forget his name, but his house and the spiders actually come back in War of the North.
Was his name Radagast? Yeah.
Yeah, Radagast. Yeah. Radagast, his character looks exactly the same in War of the North, which was a few years before, I believe, they even started making the Hobbit, I believe. Also, the spiders. People say, "Oh, the spiders aren't a big deal. That's just part of it." And that's part of the necromancer thing, blah blah blah. Technically, they come back for the War in the North, because in Lord of the Rings they do make references of like heroes of the North battling up there, and that's how they came off with the game. There is really no story about what's happening during the North because everything's happening down in the South.
Yeah.
But other than that, right now, before we totally lose every viewer from us talking about Lord of the Rings, we should do the interview because Cinnamon is hounding me about it in Skype. So everybody yell at him.
What about one thing?
What?
The petition that was made about earlier this week about changing the American national anthem to the theme of My Little Pony.
It's
yeah.
That one
shit, and people going, it's overreactive bronies that are signing it.
Wait, that one just sends. That would just send shivers down like the very premise of my spine.
They don't look about it. They don't. People don't think about it. They will. That would make us look bad.
Do people
Hasbro
even
would sue America?
Yeah.
Do people even understand how ridiculous and dumb that sounds?
Like the guy who created it. Like the guy who created it. It was a joke. He knew it wouldn't make it. Like anything like, oh, if it does end up making that 100,000 signatures, then, well, I guess the president's gonna have to acknowledge it. So woohoo!
He's not going to acknowledge it. Somebody else is going to look at it and probably say, "Fuck this."
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it has. Like, it's going to have to be the president, or at least like.
Well, somebody's going to look at it and say, "God damn it!" And they're going to tell the president, "Don't sign this." If the president did,
please. This is
what if the president's secretly a brony?
Oh my God, he signs it. Yes. I waited for this.
He would know if he's smart enough. Let's say if he is a brony, and if he's smart enough. He would know better not to.
I'm pretty sure anyone's smart enough.
Why he hasn't said that he is a brony for
Let me just say that we have the chillest president ever. He's like so chill.
He is the
like
chillest
everything.
The coolest president we've ever had.
Yeah,
I think it's because he's more modern. He's more modern.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
He's kind of like guys just. I don't understand the children.
I have a fun fact. Fun fact, guys. Obama and me, we're like the same person because we were like born on the same day. Like,
oh my God, you share the same birthday.
Whoa.
But you were born the same year, so.
You guys must be like best buddies for Everest.
Yeah, we give each other cake and all that. Yeah.
You just walk into the White House. What up, Holmes?
Homie Obama, let's go.
Let's go ride around town.
Slap yourself on that meat. Slap it. Oh, oh,
Oh my god.
Slap it like a top. But
Alright, guys, calm down.
No.
Oh.
But there's two other things we can talk about real quick. Is the new MLP movie announced? That's
that's right. I forgot about
that. I don't know if it's true or it's just.
Have you guys
internet.
even went through the topics?
Well, we did, but we talked about random things. So shut up.
Oh, I gave you a list.
Oh yeah, you were so
Give us
anal.
3
We need
things.
topics this week. We technically already have topics. Still, but other than that, yeah, they said a movie, and we don't know how it's going to be.
Live
Maybe they'll actually come up with a shitty story that's not. Maybe it'll be like the DBZ movies, has nothing to do with the show.
Live
Or
action with
Pokemon
real
movies
horses.
has nothing. It's live action.
It's just like the Sonic fan movie. Woohoo!
I know it's
That's
live
cool.
action, but they use real.
Oh, by the
horses that
fun
are in
fact,
this movie.
Aaron actually voice acted some of the robots from the live action.
Yeah.
Like
He was
Eagle Raptor for Aaron.
robots
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Stuff. And it's like along like I keep thinking it's like there's Brental Floss is in that. Angry Video Gamer is in that. I'm thinking it's like geez. Like what the heck?
I guess like everybody who's like famous within the internet gaming banter is kind of participating in it.
But I don't know. I will go see it, but I want to see a trailer first. I'm going to
Gotta go fast.
But the whole thing is, I'm not going to be happy with it. Probably because it's probably going to be shit, unless the studio makes it. If the studio doesn't make it, I'm not going to be happy. That's the only thing. I'd rather have the studio. If they don't use the studio, I'm not going to be happy with it. I will still watch it, but I'm not going to be happy. Just because I'm a fan, I will see it just out of respect.
Wait, Manaverse is talking about something in a Samurai Jack movie?
What?
Samurai Jack movie? I don't know. I'm getting kind of scared now.
No. There is no way they'll take
that
they
series
won't,
remain
no, they won't.
incomplete forever.
Okay.
It will
Yeah,
remain
Samurai
with those
Jack is
7 episodes with an inconclusive ending, with a confusing episode, and it just leaves you confused, broken, and sad for the rest of your life.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Thank you.
I hope they. It'd be nice if
You're
they
not
did,
welcome.
like, an Ed, like they did an Ed and Eddie thing. They make a movie to pretty much wrap everything up.
Make it full circle, the whole story that was overarching everything, and then
Time Lords.
But
Yeah.
other than that, everybody that grew up with Samurai Jack has watched either Samurai Shampoo, or Shampoo, or God damn it, what's the other one with
Afro Samurai
Afro Samurai. Those are the two ones.
and Seven Samurai.
Yeah, well, technically, what they did was they watched Samurai Jack, Bleach, the good Bleach, actually early Bleach. Yeah, right.
I don't know. It's like Bleach right
then-
after the Captain Squad. Then when it went to the Bounty, gets
Then it went
just sucks.
Samurai Shampoo, and then Afro Samurai, or Afro Samurai, then Samurai Shampoo, and then
Afro Samurai.
That's the. Yeah, I know. Afro Samurai came first, and whatever. So let's
Fun
get
fact:
on.
we're pretty late for the interview.
Hell.
Are
Fun
late.
fact, I don't care.
Oh.
We can
I'm
talk about
taking
episode.
this.
Technically, we could have a 2-hour-long episode if we wanted to.
If we
We have
wanted
enough
to,
topics. We have a wonderful guest that
We
can
don't have
keep
enough
us up.
topics, we just ran out.
No, we can talk. That's our show. We talk about random things, and people actually like us being off topic. We have
Oh, by the-
confirmation of this.
By the way,
It's nice.
a quick plug-in right here. Welcome to the CloudsDale Cafe. We are now located in Rainbow Grab Ass Junction.
We already did
that.
We're late. Get the hell out of my.
I know. I just want to make sure for anybody who just happened to.
I already
pass by.
did a nice promo and introduction and already CloudsDale.org.
It was very nice.
It was nice. It was
I
nice.
will
I'm
judge
actually
it
impressed
when
with
I
myself.
see it.
So
But
shut
anyway,
up.
yeah. Enough
I'd like to
stalling.
do
Let's
this
get
thing
down to
sometime.
business because people are getting bored.
People are getting bored. We're getting more viewers by being bored. It's weird.
Shut up.
Okay,
Jeez,
let's
stop stalling.
I love stalls though. They keep
Oh
my
my God.
privacy.
Stop teasing me.
Cinnamon, it was going nice until you came on. So shush.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
It's all your fault.
Yeah. But this week we are.
I felt it.
interviewing- This week we are interviewing Llamas with Katanas. So
Yep.
Oh, really? When did that happen?
Yes.
I just didn't know.
Uh-oh.
or
Watch
Miss
out.
Katanas. Katanana. That is the worst profile picture I've ever seen.
Wow,
Because it's so pixelated.
it's so beautiful.
I know.
Really see all
It's
the
actually really nice.
Really
and
captures
cute,
the
but
essence.
guys, it's just really pixelated. For those that aren't in YouTube, Nick will edit that in. So thank you, Nick.
Good job.
Make sure there's a squee. Or
No.
eh.
I'll never squee for you.
Shut up.
I only
Dude.
squee for the man.
But Miss, I'm going to say Miss Katanas. I like saying Katana. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Where should I start? Well, my name is Courtney. I'm 18 years old, which is funny because everyone else is older than me.
Ditto.
I'm a dork. I love art and music and all that good stuff. And I'm a kendo student, which is kind of why my name is Katanas. Half of the reason. There's more than that, but there's not really much about me besides I'm on Skype all the time. I read all the time, and I love ponies more than you would know. I love ponies. So, Pinkie Pie's best pony. Just saying.
Yes. Yes.
Applejack.
Yes.
Applejack wins.
Applejack's cool too, but Pinkie Pie is best. Just saying.
I so want to hug you right now,
Opinion.
even though with my horrible OC that you can look at.
Let us not start with a fight because we all know that Twilight Sparkle is the best pony because reasons.
Hey, I like her too, but Pinkie Pie has this special place in my heart. She's just
Yes.
Special place
giggly and adorable, and she has a pet alligator,
Yes.
guys. A pet alligator.
with no teeth.
Okay?
Well, I also like all of the main six, but Applejack tickles the cockles of my heart.
Oh God, Nick.
Alright.
Tickles it in that special way that she only
Thanks,
knows how to.
Oh my god.
Thank you for that information. Really appreciate it.
No
Well,
Yes, but have fun
My
with drawing.
opinions have
Have
not
fun
changed.
drawing my OC. Nobody can get it right.
oh, God.
Everybody,
got it right.
I finally I've actually come up with the stages of how it the stages go for her hair though. But other than that, it's just DBZ. First stage is regular her, then it goes all the way through fourth. Just you can come up with your own way when she goes Super Pinkie 4.
Anything else you want to tell us about yourself, Katana? Like stuff that you like, dislike, and
Hold on. I actually have my notes.
Like black
I was
people.
prepared. I don't.
You like
I can't.
black people.
What?
What? You shut your mouth. Okay.
you heard here, folks. She doesn't like black people.
Oh no, that is not true.
We all love you.
Shut your mouth.
Shadow, bail.
what?
Play us
Okay.
out, Shadow.
Raging, you're doing it again.
Shadow.
But
What?
You're saying, Katana?
What?
I'm going to in the fall. I skipped a year to take a break from school, but I'm going back to get a certificate in computer repair as well as get a art associate's degree. I can't remember if I said this. I probably did, but I play piano on a daily basis. It's pretty much my other favorite thing to do besides drawing. I've been playing since I was, let me think here, 13, 12, and it's pretty much like another part of me. When I'm playing, I just feel so relaxed and happy. I play a lot of games too. I like my current favorites are Torchlight 2, Saints Row the Third, and Don't Starve. And I play Torchlight 2 probably more than I should. It's pretty much unhealthy, but it's okay. It's all right. I'm okay.
It's okay.
I
I won't
haven't-
give you diabetes.
I haven't actually played Torchlight 2. I want to though.
You better. You should. We should play together. It's so fun.
Yes.
I'll make a new character just for you.
Damn it! Now I have to get a game so I could just play with.
Now
you guys.
I gotta buy Torchlight 2. How much is it actually?
Damn it.
Isn't it like
on
15,
Steam.
20 bucks?
Yeah.
And she
Oh,
knows where I
dang it.
live. Fuck.
Okay, high blood pressure here. Next question. Next question.
Okay.
What? We have more questions? What?
Oh my
Of
god.
course.
Okay, so what's the story behind your username? Really, it's just kind of random.
It is actually. Excuse me, I'm dying right now.
It's okay. We all are.
It's true. Okay. The funny thing is, I actually came up with it while I was playing Call of Duty. I know that's really weird. I used to play Call of Duty a lot.
Which one?
You know,
Well, I guess we can't be best friends anymore.
You don't know what war is like.
You know how you can like customize your emblems and stuff in Call of Duty?
Mhm.
Well, I was looking around the designs and I saw a llama, and the only thing I thought was, "Oh my god, a llama!" And because I love llamas, and so I was like, "I'm gonna put a llama as there." But then there was like a katana, and I was like, "I'm a kendo student. I love katanas. I'll put a katana stabbing the llama." I didn't do that, of course. I felt bad, but then I was like, llamas with katanas. And then I was like, "Oh my god!"
It is
And
a
that's-
revelation.
It's not even like that great of a like story or anything. I just was playing Call of Duty one day and decided that my name would be Llamas with Katanas. It's really not that interesting, but it's a cute name. I enjoy it very much.
So a katana within.
So what
a
do you think about
llama.
alpaca? So since you like llama so much. Wait.
Wait, what'd you say? Sorry, I got a text and my attention went that way.
Wow.
She has ADD.
No,
She goes,
it's
what?
bad.
Huh? Who? What?
No, what were you-
See, we all have ADD. It's okay. We see something
Oh,
shiny.
anyway,
we're like,
let me just say, because there's some serious lag on my part.
Okay.
Anyway, so what do you think about alpacas since you like llamas so much?
I don't know. It doesn't cross my mind. Alpacas, they're okay, but they're not
alpaca, it's an-
alpaca. But they're not llamas, okay? Llamas
They're-
just they spit
alpacas
it.
are- well,
They're cool.
So do alpacas do the same. They're pretty much almost the same thing, except llamas have bigger faces and
Llamas
just-
than an alpaca. Alpacas are also bigger.
Ragin.
But I'm not gonna. What?
That's just blatant racism right there.
Shut up.
No, I
You're
just
an
like,
Eskimo. So,
oh,
I was gonna.
Well, he's getting a lot of lag.
Well, the tsunami or whatever is hitting his island at the moment, so he's gonna die very soon.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah. By the way, I hope. Oh,
Bastards.
wait.
Seriously.
What? Yeah.
God Almighty.
Anyway, if he's gonna die, did he sign that contract saying that
No,
we
he
can't?
didn't.
Okay. Crap. We're probably gonna get sued then.
No, we
Anyway,
won't.
the next question.
This is a non-profit organization, so.
Anyway, next question. Like your art style is like really unique, and I kind of want to I want to know like how did you kind of come up with that process of just making that art style really?
I don't know. It really just came to me. I've kind of been inspired by artists like okay, I'm gonna kill the names because I suck at this, but Atril and Iopichio. Iopichio. I don't know how to pronounce that, but and the fact that I really like things that are bubbly and cartoony, and it's really hard to explain because it just came to me one day. Like, I didn't think my art style was that unique at all, but I think it has to do with my shading, because my shading techniques are a bit different, because I use cell shading, but I also use fine shading, like using the blur tool and stuff like that, so it gives it a little more dynamic look. But I don't know, I didn't really think that my art style was that different from other people's. I just came to me one day, but I think also because this is stupid, but I had a dream basically about like my art style. I don't know why, but it gave me it was a really weird dream, and it gave me a great idea for how I want to shade my artwork. And I don't know, but other than that, I really didn't think my art style was that unique. Like the way I draw the ponies is pretty stereotypical, but you know, you guys think it's unique, then it's unique.
It makes it fun.
Yeah,
And it's really interesting. I love the art, too.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I did do stuff a little bit differently. Like, I bubble shade. Like, I'll take, when I'm, I want to make them shiny, so I put, little bubbles on them to make them look shiny. So I guess that's a little bit different, but other than that, I think I cut someone off. Go ahead.
Well, like when you're talking about like the dreams and stuff like that, saying how it was weird, it's not. To me, it's not that weird because I actually I hear that kind of stuff all the time. One of my friends in high school, he was saying that like he always has like a problem, like he's working on like a problem in math or something, or in one of the classes, and then when he goes to sleep and not finishing it, like he just kind of like dreams up the solution. Though most often it's wrong, but it makes sense though. That's where it counts.
I'll never be wrong, so that's good.
She's not allowed to be wrong.
Too perfect. Too perfect, guys.
Perfectio.
Yeah. But
El perfecto.
though, like with like all the styles and stuff like that. So like you're saying that I think it's pronounced Tyrrell. No, that actually sounds stupid.
I don't know.
What happens if that was really the name, Nick?
I'm gonna feel like a dick. Anyway.
Good.
But like other than those two, like what kind of other styles do you enjoy besides theirs?
I'm really big on basically any artist that uses cell shading. Well, cell shading. Like, I don't know, it appeals to me a lot because I'm really into that cartoony look, and it doesn't really matter what artist or which artist it is. Just any artist that uses like cell shading, pony or not, it automatically has my attention because I like to analyze it and kind of like base some of my art off of that too. But I do like the more realistic stuff too. I guess I give people kudos that spend like hour after hour after hour making the days, I would say.
Make it look sexy.
I don't know, my schmick. But I like weird stuff. Like, I have a couple pictures, I call it my oddities, like where it's so hard to explain. I like different art. Like, I like cute and bubbly art, and then I like the stuff that sometimes can be dark, I guess, but other times it's just interesting, like putting steampunk ponies. I love steampunk ponies. It's different and it's cool. Well, it's not so much different anymore, but I don't know, it's really hard. I like all types of art styles. I just love analyzing all the art. It's really hard for me to pick a certain category of style because it's all pleasant to me, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like me with music. But
hey, wait, I think as how do I hear? Do I sound good?
Decent.
No, you don't.
All right. Well, anyway, as in for those weird artists that kind of go into that.
You're cutting out.
Yep, it's cutting out again.
And
as I bang my head against the wall.
Skype doing this again. It does this every week. It's the same problem.
Oh boy.
Oh well.
You're derailing the show.
But yeah, like I wonder how shell shading would work. Would you paint a bunch of shells and then kind of like put it on the page?
I was just thinking that. I was like, oh.
My God, it's brilliant. You'll make millions.
Millions.
Okay.
But yeah,
enough
like
for Dr. Evil.
Yeah. But like with drawing, like yeah, like you saying, like drawing the oddities and like drawing like the bubble shading and stuff like that. Since like you first joined DeviantArt, even before like drawing ponies and stuff like that, pony fan art, like how much do you feel like that you improved yourself?
Oh my God. This year has been the highlight of my life. I feel like I've improved so much since I first posted, or even since before then, since I was an art student in high school. I mean, I've always thought of myself as gifted with art, but after spending hours after hours and days of drawing ponies, like, it really helped me develop myself, like my skills, my styles, and I honestly didn't expect to be as good as I am now at my art. But, you know, I look back and I've improved so much. I mean, my art is basically the thing I am most proud of in my life. I didn't think I could achieve what I have now. And because, like, looking back at my page from, I think December 5th was the first time I posted back in 2011. My art, it was good, but it was just a rough sketch on a piece of paper that I poorly scanned into the computer. And I, like, the pictures don't even have that many views, not many people like them, and I'm like, oh god. So, but I kept practicing, and now I look at my art and I'm like, I've improved so much. It's breathtaking to me to see that I could reach where I am now. Like, oh my god.
So like, is it what you want when you draw an art, or is it like, do you still feel like you can improve?
I always feel like I'm going to be able to improve. I don't want to just stick to where I am now.
Yeah, that was a dumb question. I was just thinking about that when I was in the midst of asking it.
Hey, Nick, dumbass.
But sorry for cutting you out there.
No, it's fine. I don't mind. But no, like...
Be nice to her. She's nice to us.
I'm a dork.
God, I will break you.
But I think... I'm going to keep improving, like, definitely. I don't want to stick around and be in the same spot forever. I mean, that makes me feel like I'm not very productive. But I know in about a year or so, I'm going to look back again and be like, wow, I've improved a lot. And that's going to be another highlight of my life. I don't know. There's always room to improve in my life with art.
Oh, yeah.
So yes.
There's always improvement with art. But yeah, I mean, I don't know why I've never taken up art. I took art 4 years in my arts. I went to an art high school.
Wow.
And I did 4 years of art. I did 4 years of computer design, web design, and Photoshop, and I took the guitar. The only thing I actually went out of high school with was pretty much playing the guitar. That's all I did. And so I pretty much stopped using web design, digital design, and Photoshop, and pretty much drawing. I just stopped. I just was like, whatever.
Hey, well,
if I had a tablet, I would probably get up and do it again, but...
You should have said something a year ago when I sold my old tablet.
So, we didn't know each other until today.
Oh, alright. No.
But I find it scary that actually there's only a handful of people. Only 3 of us actually know where the hell I live. I find that scary too, because she's like, it's a shithole. I'm like, yes, it's a shithole.
Yes, please
tell me about it. I drive it every day. Fuck.
Man, though, I always found, like, in my old hometown, like, I didn't really like the town, but now that I'm living away from it, I kind of took it I took it a bit too generously, I guess, because like I was literally like 20 minutes away from a beach. I was like just an hour away from like 2 different big cities. So I'm just thinking to myself, I really should have gone more, done things more.
I liked Germany and South Korea and Fort Benning, Georgia, much better than I like Fort Myers.
Oh boy!
But I grew up in Fort Myers, so I have to go and live back in the shithole that I grew up in. So other than that,
represent.
Represent Fort Myers, one of the biggest ghettos in the world.
Fort Side.
I find it funny. It's called Fort Myers, but there is no fort and there is no army base.
And there's no Myers either.
Yeah, where's Myers at?
Yeah, there is no Myers. There is no.
Dun, dun, dun.
But it kind of sucks because everybody comes down here. Like major celebrities come down here to go visit Sanibel and Captiva Island. Like Ron White has come down here recently. He comes down here once a year, but other than that, I remember him talking. If you've ever seen Ron White in like one of the blue collar movies, he talks about our island with the rickety old fucking bridge. That he was right. When they were building the new one, the old one, you literally, what he was telling is the damn honest truth. I swear to God, it's the damn honest truth. Because you could literally not go more than 5 miles an hour over that bridge, or you could get possibly pulled over. They were anal about that bridge because it was technically about to fall down.
Yeah. But, hey, Llama, what was like the most aggravating experience you had while you were you know, trying to get serious drawing to improve and whatnot? What was the most aggravating thing you have experienced?
Poses.
Yeah.
Ooh,
When
I felt
I-
that.
When I first started drawing, I didn't use like models or anything like that, and it wrecked my artwork. Like, I have to have models to be able to draw a pose correctly. Like, it's hard to, because I need to like research and study, like watching the show to you know, see how poses work, like with the pony's anatomy and things like that. And it frustrated me to no end when I first started drawing like ponies and stuff like that, because I didn't know how to do poses or anything. So it made me angry because I didn't think I'd ever get it down. Like drawing them on their hind legs only is still an issue for me. Like, I don't know why, but just general poses have been the most difficult thing for me. It's still aggravating to me, but I know I can do it if I just sit there for a couple of hours and sketch. Like, it literally takes me hours to sketch. But
Really hours. So so your style is you make a clean sketch, and with that
Oh my
clean
God.
sketch, it makes you easier to do your line work and such.
yes, I don't stop sketching until it's perfect. Like, my sketches look almost identical to my line art. Like, I sketch and sketch. It literally took me, let's see, that zebra rainbow dash that I have up, it took me a week to sketch it because I wasn't happy with the sketch. And I'd sketch over it, I'd lower the opacity on one layer, and I'd add a new layer and re-sketch over it, the same thing. But every layer I did, it gradually got better. Like, I'd have more ideas, but it takes me hours to sketch. There's never a moment in my life.
God, that's the same with me.
That's a really good attitude.
Yeah, like, it has to be perfect. I hate having like really crappy sketches. Like, I love sketching. That's my favorite part of the entire thing. And if it's not perfect, I'm really sad.
Like with my sketches, like I do kind of the same with you. They usually don't really differ in shape too much.
Right.
Like when it comes to actually doing the line work, I get the shape of what I want out, and then I use, like, when I'm doing the line work, that's when I work on, like, with line weights and stuff like that, with, like, pen pressure.
I just find it fascinating that some artists like to make a jungle mess of a sketch, and that, oh, well, if I do line here, another line here, and then this squiggle, and then you see a perfect drawing, and I'm like,
Witchcraft.
yeah, it's an aggravating experience when you're trying to see if this pose is it physically possible to do this? How will it look like in this portion, or how would it look like in this position? Even though probably in the show there was never a situation when they had this angle, and then you're just gonna use some sort of combination of a lot of imagination and a lot of, you know, make sure that what you're doing makes sense.
Right.
And a little bit of witchcraft, and there you go. I mean, it is one of the most aggravating points into. So how do you manage to work around it? Is it basically raw hours of
Yes.
retouch and retouch?
Yes. Not gonna lie there, yes. That is
Yeah.
my only answer. Hour after hour after hour of painful work. Very painful work.
So how do you? Okay, this is kind of like an on question when a lot of people deny it the instant I ask it, but you
I
are
deny it.
technically you are popular and even a lot of people like your work. How do you feel about it since you got all this, you know, kind of a little bit of a fan base going on?
You know, it's interesting because at first I was like kind of scared about it. I was like, I used to be pretty quiet and shy, and I was thinking about it one day as I started getting more followers. I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna be known to the world. But I don't know, I view everyone as more my friends than watchers, because I don't want to be one of those people who are really popular and never talk to their followers and just think they're all that. Like, I try to talk to everyone as much as I can, and if they talk to me, then I try to respond as much as I can. But I love it, actually. Like, I didn't think I would, but I love having all the fans and stuff supporting me, because when, like, I post, you know, a random journal and ask someone, you know, everyone, you know, how's your day been going? I, honest to God, want to know how everyone's day is going, like, so I can feel closer to them, because I really love all my fans.
What are you doing? Attention! I need attention!
Attention!
No, that's not the way to look at it. You know, that's a nice thing.
No.
You know, so not a lot of artists, especially in
you're
DeviantArt,
you're concerned about your viewers or
I am. I mean,
friends
they
and
can come to me
care.
for anything. I really don't mind if anyone, like, you know, adds me on Skype or Steam or whatever, because I don't mind talking to people. I mean, I am really happy, and I feel so blessed to have, like, all of these watchers. Like, I'm close to 1,000 right now, and
Wow.
yeah, it's really making me feel, like, happy. Like, I was down in the dumps, like, this month, or not this month, but last month it had been a very good month for me, but all the people on DeviantArt are so supportive, and they just make me feel so much better about everything, like, that's been going on, and I know I can, like, everything's going to be okay, because I've got so many cool people, you know, to support me, and I support them too. Like, I don't want to be, like I said, I don't want to be one of those artists who are like, I'm better than you all, I don't need to talk to you. No, I want to be one of those artists who are like, I love you all, and I mean that. I legit mean that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those type of people who are just like, oh hey, I got fans,
I'm
cool.
popular.
Woo.
No, I love my fans. There's so many of them, and I wish more of them would, you know, talk to me. Like, I know that's 900 and something people, but, you know, I would really love to get to know all my fans a little bit better. I think that would really help me out a little bit more.
Yeah,
Give me more motivation.
Yeah, like
or
even,
more info on, like, what you want, like what they want or what they want to see or something like that.
Yeah.
Which we kind of demand for that all the time too. We kind of want people to tell us what they want to see, because we're kind of left in the dark when we see like a comment or somebody tells us something. Like, most of the time we get comments on YouTube and they tell us what they like and what makes us different.
Right.
You know, it gives us something to look forward to and know that we're doing something right.
Sometimes a really rare, honest comment.
I think the best comments that we have gotten recently were in our last episode with crap. It was not Curb. God damn it, Zedrin. Yeah, Zedrin. Because I think part of his team just came on and they pretty much told us, like, you know, there are other shows, like, they're like, I've listened to other podcasts out there, and they can be pretty boring at times, but you guys go off topic just enough to make it interesting. Which is good in a way, because we kind of want to be different, I guess, but we want to be different than other podcasts that we just talk about whatever, but we still stick to the show and interview people. And we try to have a basic lineup, because there are some podcasts out there, if you go and look at some of them, there are people that will actually just record themselves talking into a mic, which not a lot of people want to look at some big guy or somebody and just be like, oh, I have to look at you for an hour or so.
Well, actually, I've been thinking, instead of having a slideshow of pictures, I'm just gonna have my face, and then people can just watch me
and with that
gracefully talk.
I find it funny that we have
a winner.
about 100 more followers on Tumblr than we do actually on YouTube. So, but we get over 100 viewers every episode too. So,
right.
I don't know. We're trying. Our biggest goal is to spread out, get noticed, and that's what we've been trying to do.
I'll make sure to get you guys out there too. We'll make sure everybody knows.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
But I wanna. So
if you wanna, you can. I'm not gonna argue with you.
No, but
I'll just say don't do it. But I really
this whole
need to
thing about us, you know, getting popular and stuff. As much as I've done my damnedest with all of my connections and all the people that I know, in the end, it all depends on the people. It depends on the people who watch it. It depends on the people who like it to support it. If they don't do anything, nothing is gonna happen. That's the reality of things. So
Yep.
If you're listening right now and you say to yourself, God, these guys are awesome, why aren't they popular? Well, first of all, it's your fault. No, I'm just kidding. No, but if that, there's always that thing. So because a lot of people say, oh, these are cool things, these cool guys, they're new, they're exciting, why aren't they this popular? Well, then that's how you start. You would start spreading around because we only
you need
exist.
to spread it. If you really like us that much, start spreading us around. Start putting us in places that we've never thought of putting in places. I mean, we post our episodes on EQD pretty much every time it comes out. So once a week, we're always on EQD in one of the roundups. It's usually between Tuesday or Wednesday, or hell, it could even be Thursday sometimes. So check us out there. And I mean, there's other podcasts out there, but there's a lot of them have like, oh, brony talk, brony this, it always has the word brony, and that's technically
the first. I work with brony.
I know,
talk.
but shit, even our first podcast.
I was the host of brony talk. This is kind of insulting.
Shut up. No, because the first podcast that we were pretty much all part of was called Bronycasters, and that's a name that we don't like to speak of anymore. But we're different out there. Our name is different. CloudsDale Cafe. Some people are confused by it. They're like, what is it? Is it an art blog? Is it it's a name. I mean, we were going to go with like what? The Philadelphia Pub or something like that.
It was Manhattan Pub.
The Manhattan Pub.
But
it might have it's not as catchy as CloudsDale Cafe.
Yeah. But like in the end, like when it comes down to like name, like how much we're being spread around, to me, as long as there's at least one person watching this and we're cracking a smile on their face, like literally cracking it on there with a hammer and chisel, then I know I achieved victory.
Yeah, as long as
I really don't care how popular we are, as long as we're entertaining the people who watch us.
I mean, I would like to have more people, but I enjoy the people that we are entertaining every week, and we always see the same people every week, too. Sometimes we see new people. Like tonight, we're seeing a few new people, and I hope that they will tune in with us next week and watch us.
Know what I just realized?
What?
This was an interview.
Wait, are we still going with the interview?
Yeah, we still have questions.
We still have questions? I thought we already went through all 5 questions.
No?
As I look at something.
We still got 57 more, dude.
Yeah, man.
Dude.
But that's
still have
what we do. We get off topic and then we go back on topic. That's just how we roll, and people enjoy that, and we have fun at it.
Like, I still had one question, and we got the viewer Q&A. So.
Oh yeah, we still have viewer Q&A.
Viewers.
Yeah, you guys can ask me any questions you want. Yeah. I don't mind.
No NSFW. I swear to God.
Ah, damn.
That's after show, so shush. Shush.
Uh-oh.
But anyway,
all right.
That's where we lose our pants. So.
But anyway, like just like with this one last question, like remember bold and underline in the chat as I point to my wall. Like just bold and underline as I ask this one question. Just think of your questions now, and then bold and underline. Did I say bold and underlined? Joker, stop looking at me. Okay. What kind of advice would you give someone who wants to like just pick up a pencil and start drawing? Like they had no experience prior, nothing like that.
Kind of. Okay, this is the big one for me. Kind of like what I've been saying. It's practice and believing in yourself. Those are my biggest keys. Things that I'm going to stress. If you're just starting, you're going to be like, "Oh my God, I suck," and that's understandable because I was like that, even the biggest artists were like that. But you have to keep practicing. You can't just give up after 2 days because you're like, oh, my artwork's shit. It's just shit. Well, no, it's not going to be that way for, ever. You have to keep going. Well, you know what? I'm going to slap you. No, just kidding.
Do it.
Well, what happens
he needs to know his place.
What happens if you have like polio or something? I don't know. What's that disease that fucks up your hands?
Arthritis?
Well,
there's a worse disease out there that like
scurvy.
Yeah, no, dude, that's.
Well,
Parkinson, the one you don't stop shaking.
Yeah, that one.
Use your teeth. I don't know. You know what? By the time someone.
What if you're like, I don't know, you want to draw really, really bad, but you're pretty much a vegetable, kind of like, not Bill Gates. God.
Anyway,
Stephen
what
Hawking.
about those questions in the chat? Are there any? Anything?
Q&A time. Let's put the Q&A. Make sure everything is bold and underlined, and we shall read it to our lovely guest.
IB Corbin first asks, Coke or Pepsi?
I'm a Pepsi person. I do. Wait, just wait.
Wow, violent.
Oh shit.
I like Pepsi as it is, but I like to drink Coke with while I'm eating. I think it's tasty while I'm eating, but Pepsi by itself without anything. If I'm just I'm thirsty, then I like Pepsi. But Coke is if I have I don't know, what do people eat? Tortilla chips or something. I don't know. I'm I want a Coke. All right, there. I like both. So shut your mouth.
Beans right there inside with some Coke. Yep.
Pitch po, owe me a Coke, bitch.
Woo! Root beer. But anyway.
I love it.
Yes. But,
Hard alcohol.
All right, hold on. I have to call out on Clueless, or aka not Cools. Boobs, dude. Boobs. Now shut up.
Just about to ask that question too.
Do I like boobs? Yes. Now get over it.
Everybody does. If you don't, you're something
If
horribly
you don't
wrong.
like boobs, there's something wrong with you.
Exactly.
They're lovely little things.
They are.
I enjoy them.
Or big things. Lovely
Or big.
things.
I don't like big boobs. I like little boobs.
What about long and stringy?
No. Personally, I personally actually do like little boobs though. But that's just
Hey, D cup or below is fine with me, but D cup and above, I'm just no.
Girl, I can't handle them. They're too big.
Exactly, you can't handle them.
You can't. You're not a productive society if you can't even run without having to hold down your chest.
Shadow Dash of London asks, have you ever closed the fridge very slowly to see when the light turns off?
Okay, you know what? We gotta ban people who keep asking the same question.
No, we can't because apparently it's just how it rolls. I swear to God, I swear to God, I want to make a T-shirt out of that line. Have you ever closed the fridge at the CloudsDale Cafe?
Yeah.
Oh,
but anyway, Image asks, do you ever use vector art / Adobe Illustrator artwork?
No, never. Okay, Adobe Illustrator pisses me off because I don't know how to use it very well, and it just makes me sad. But I don't use vector art ever, ever.
Hey guys, industry standard. You'll work on a drawing for 5 hours and then Adobe forgot to do something and it crashes.
Yeah.
Not saving.
Jesus Christ.
And then it gives you a message. Industry standard, bitch. Industry standard.
Man, I'm using 3 Adobe programs right now. I could use 4, but then I'd probably get a 0 on a bunch of my projects. But, and I'm thinking it's is this gonna crash? Is this gonna crash? Dear God, don't crash. And then it crashes. Yeah, and then it crashes. I'm like...
Adobe likes to crash because Adobe's Adobe.
Though don't get
that moment.
It doesn't get too bad. But, sometimes it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is.
I know.
It's such a huge program. Not a lot of computers can take it. Some computers will explode running Adobe.
Yeah. Just
and
literally combust into flames.
It'll burst into flames in front of you, and it's before you even open it. And then when you open it, it's this jungled mess of things, and it's really hard just to get adjusted to it. That's what there's schools to learn how to deal with it.
With your laptop burning to the ground as you're crying because you lost all your porn.
No, not the porn!
I cannot live with it.
Porn, it's disgusting. What are you talking about?
Obviously, my big stash.
As I throw my porn into the trash. I don't have any porn.
Anyway. Not safe for work.
Anyway.
As we grunt some more.
Next question.
How did you get to become the founder of the largest MLP DeviantArt group?
Actually, I am not the founder. I am part of the group, but I know the founder, but I'm not the founder. I'm just a little worker, little admin on there who helps.
Can you tell us more about this group? I'm interested now.
Oh, here, let me find a link for you. It's the MLPFIM group on DeviantArt. It is the largest one. They're really picky when it comes to artwork. Only the really, I guess, the best art gets in, which I disagree with at times, but I still love the group just because it's pretty to look at. But,
be assholes.
it's got fanfics, you know, pictures, all of that. The staff are really good at sorting out stuff and determining what's best, and I really like that. But you know, like I said, at the same time, I think all art is good, so it makes me sad when I have to decline someone because of our standards. But it's a safe for work site as well, so there's nothing, you know, that some people don't want to see. Porn. But,
I always want to see that.
There are other places for that.
I'll give you all the good websites in the after show.
Oh yeah, but
All
if you
the
guys
free.
want to check it out, you can. It's your eyes are going to be blown away by all the amazing artwork that's in the group.
.com.
Yeah.
By the way, send me a link to the Skype because I'm not allowed to access live stream anymore. Restraining order.
Yeah. Last time, like,
Good.
it was really weird last time you went in there.
Yeah, you broke it. Technically, you made our live stream, our last show, pretty much break, and we couldn't do an after show because of you. But next question, Applejack is best asked. What inspired you?
Yes.
Inspired your series of zebra versions of the main six?
The simple answer is no one else did it yet. Like, I mean, there's probably a couple people who did it, but I have not seen zebra versions of the main six. So, oh crap, I forgot. I was gonna plug the computer. Hold on.
Oh god,
Don't
she
worry
runs
about it.
away and goes plugs in the computer.
Right now, right here. I just forgot to. I gotta move my computer, and there goes
My laptop, I need to plug it in.
my laptop. Okay.
Wish out you guys were going on an adventure. Woo!
Through the interwebs.
All right.
Look at all
Your
the
butts.
porn.
No one else did any zebra versions, and I thought it'd be a pretty interesting project to take part with. I mean, I thought I did a pretty badass job with it. Like the beginning, the Twilight one and the Rarity one, I don't really like them much, but apparently people do like them, so, you know, whatever. Because they didn't seem... excuse me. They didn't seem like... I'm going to move my mic. They didn't seem like zebras to me, but after, like, Applejack, I thought it really started improving. But, I don't know, it was just a random thought that came to my mind one day. I was like, why don't we just draw them as zebras? I mean... No one really does that. They draw their own zebra ponies, like their own OCs, but they never draw the main six as zebras. So,
Question: will we see Zecora as a pony in the future?
you know what? I'm working on that. Everyone's like, draw Zecora as a pony. I'm like, well, what colors would she
You
be?
just take the stripes out. She's white. End of story.
I'm not. Green and purple. Green and purple.
Green and purple.
Black and yellow.
Like,
Red and black. No, do red and black.
I'm like,
Red and black make everybody's horrible OC.
Sonic color.
No.
no. No.
Oh man, those are the best color palettes ever.
Yeah.
I
But,
like my
But sorry, but Shadow Dash of London asks, have you ever made or at least consider making a llama version of the main six?
Yeah, maybe. I've never drawn a llama before. I know, I'm Llamas with Katanas, and I've never drawn a llama before. But it
Your
would probably
name
be,
is just
it's just
misleading.
Yep. But I'll have to do it someday.
It's all lies. It's all lies. Oh, bitch.
I'll probably have to draw my OC as a llama at some point. But I'm thinking about it. I've been thinking about drawing them as llamas forever, because what's the use of having a username like Llamas with Katanas if there's no llamas or katanas, and you draw ponies but they're never llamas, so...
Well, the company Naughty Dog, I have yet to see a Naughty Dog in any of their games.
I know, right? I was like, why is it called Naughty Dogs? Then
Well,
I didn't
have
want
they even made a good game recently?
Say what?
have they...
The Uncharted series? Well,
Well, that's good ones that they made.
Ring any bells?
yeah, ring any bells? I don't
Besides
know where you're
Uncharted,
going
they
with
used to make Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah,
They
they
used to
did.
make
ones.
Crash Bandicoot.
The
They used to
good
make
ones.
Jack and Daxter. Now
good
they're
games.
making The Last of Us.
Yeah. Like,
Hello, Uncharted. These guys are top dogs. No
Oh!
pun intended.
Oh,
What,
In
no,
the-
what I can... No, the problem is, nobody remembers Jack and Daxter or Crash Bandicoot, really. Everybody's like... Everybody in, like, the
remember
gaming...
that.
Everybody in the gaming industry leaves them... Like, just lets them, you know, lets them go. Nobody remembers them, really. Unless you played the games or grew up in the 90s. Kids nowadays, they're like, what's Crash Bandicoot? What's Spyro? Because they're seeing the new Spyro, which is, whatever that stupid game nowadays is. I'm like,
Call of
that's not
Duty.
Spyro 1 or 2. That's not Spyro, you know, Legend or...
I think my favorite was Spyro Year of the Dragon. I think.
Yeah, that's the first. I think that's the first one.
That's the third one. No, it's the third one.
That's the third one?
Yeah.
I've only played the first two, technically. I've only played the first one and the second one. The second one was like Ripto's Rage.
Yeah.
But I remember Crash Bandicoot Warp was my favorite one.
What did you guys ever play Ratchet and Clank? Because I was obsessed with Ratchet and Clank.
I did.
Yeah,
I really liked.
I was a major nerd with Ratchet and Clank.
What was his name? Captain Corkscrew?
Quark. Yeah.
Captain Quark. Okay.
Captain Quark. It was.
Oh yes.
It was kind of like the cool thing about Ratchet and Clank. I'm gonna talk about it for a little bit. Is that in each Ratchet and Clank, there's always this super mega company that deals with your gadgets. I mean, the first one was Gadget Tech, then it was like Megacorp, and now the other one is like some random ass. I forgot his name because I haven't played much of. I remember much of Up Yours Arsenal, but then like the really shitty one, Deathlock, which I thought that, oh man, it's gonna be so sweet, and I played it, and it's like, oh man, this is so terrible.
Yeah.
What is this?
I still played it, but it wasn't the best. I liked the third one the best. That was my favorite, but. Or the first one. I really liked the first one.
I really like the Sly Cooper series. They recently come out with
yes, they have a new one.
Thieves in Time. Yeah, it came out not too long ago. Yeah.
I gotta buy it.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like, no, I need to get a PS3.
It's like $40 new.
Yeah, it's $40 new, which I thought was amazing. Like, I don't know why it's like that. Like,
it's pretty cheap.
Yeah, like, and you can get like the HD collection of the first 3 games for like I think $20 to $40 as well, which is also pretty crazy.
Oh my god, I didn't know the new ones out.
Yeah, I've been looking at like gameplay of it, and it looks really good.
Oh my god,
gameplay of it, but you know that always in the book in the Thievius Slycoonis.
Raccoonus, not Slycoonis.
Sorry, tongue twister. It's a tongue twister. They always talked about the cool ancestors, and they always mention Ryoichi Cooper, which is the one that did the ninja spiral jump, a technique he perfected while sneaking to the thick fortresses of Neo Japan.
Yeah.
Brooklyn alone, I was up in the town on fridge. Anyway, they always mentioned him, and in every Sly Cooper, there's always like a reference to him, and that was the most interesting of characters, even though he wasn't there. And in Thieves in Time, you finally get to play as him, but I thought you would get to play, as a really cool, like hooded, like double weird cane things stuff, but they really altered his design, and personally, I'm not that much of a fan of that design. I get it that you want to make it look like Sly Cooper-ish more, but I don't know. I was when I heard Thieves in Time that you get to play Ryoichi, I was like so hyped that double sword thing action and jumping around, jump and shoot, and I don't know. I'm still gonna buy the game just to see what they have in store, because it's an outstanding franchise.
They had a cliffhanger at the end of the third one, so I'm like,
yeah, I know.
Why would you do that?
Man, no, like I need to get like a PS3, and I also need to get a Wii U, because they recently, not too long ago, they announced Wind Waker HD remake for the Wii U. Plus they have I think it's for the Wii U, Majora's Mask remake, HD remake, which it also looks really cool. I recently got the Hyrule Historia, so I've been in a complete Zelda mood lately.
There's Zelda everywhere. Yeah, we were talking about Zelda when we were playing.
Yeah, like it's man, I love the series. But yeah, where were we?
Well, someone asked what happened to Q&A.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just lit on fire and just died.
Well, if you have more questions, ask them.
Well, Neo
ask you.
Yeah.
Well, like going back up into the chat, Neo Stripe asks, have you ever met a llama or a pet one?
Yes, and it was the best feeling in the world. Oh my god, my friend used to own a llama farm, and I was like, llamas! And I'd always pet them. So, okay.
So like they're frolicking in a field of daisies.
Yeah, there's
a spitty field of llamas.
The thing is, where I live, there's actually a guy down the road from me. He owns a couple acres. He owns zebras, ostriches, llamas, alpacas, and all sorts of shit like that. He owns all these exotic like animals. So it's really cool because I can go past them and I'm like, there's llamas, and I love emus. That's like one of my favorite birds. I want one.
Yes.
Because personally, if I had an emu, nobody would want to break into my house because do you want to go up against a giant fucking bird?
Yes.
No. Who wants to fuck with a giant fucking bird? People hate little bird. People hate it when like sparrows or something like fly at them. People hate that.
I'll punch them.
Imagine a bird that's 5 feet tall that has claws that can pretty much cut open your stomach like a velociraptor, pretty much.
I'll punch
They're
it.
pretty much, dude. These birds would fuck your shit up.
I'll punch it.
Okay,
Would
Nick.
you say it's a bird dynamic?
Oh hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Get out! Get out!
I
Get
don't
out! Get
know.
out!
What would be worse than an emu would probably be an ostrich, because they're bigger. They're like 7 feet tall, and then they're curious and like to fuck with you.
Man, penguins though, they're sly little bastards.
That's when you punt them across the ice.
Yeah. Oh, that's just mean.
But as we talk about animals that are awesome, but you've seen Emperor's New Groove. You've had to have. If you haven't,
Yes.
there's something wrong with you. Yeah, it's one of those underrated movies too, isn't it?
Yes.
It's an underrated Disney movie. We were talking about that, Nick. Underrated Disney movies, and it has to be Brother Bear.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started.
Emperor's New Groove.
And Atlantis.
What's the other? What was
Atlantis. Search for Atlantis.
Atlantis.
Those are all three
yeah.
great movies.
You're naming all my favorite movies ever. Like, you guys are awesome. Oh my God.
Yeah,
We are
know
the
that.
90s. We are the 90s kids that miss good TV shows, good
Yes.
cartoons,
Man, though,
good movies.
I missed a lot of cartoons when I was a little kid, though, because I always grew up with TVO Kids and Arthur.
Oh, I remember another underrated movie, Treasure Planet. Remember that one?
Yes, Treasure Planet. Why is every fucking good Disney movie that we love is underrated? And everybody's like, oh, you have to watch this, blah, blah, blah. Fucking Treasure Planet had a really fucking good story. People died.
No, it's
People died.
Yeah, they do.
It's
Captain
kinda-
Arrow dies, and a bunch of other pirates die in that one.
Yeah, people died. People don't survive. And there was a good chance of that movie. You're like, this is like, it's based off a book, but it's so futuristic, and it doesn't, like, physics don't make sense in that movie, but it's awesome. Like, space is like space is an ocean, technically.
I mean,
Think of that.
captain, the captain cat lady, which I forgot her name. I was this close turning to a furry was because of her. I mean, she is such a fantastic
She's
character.
pretty.
And the design is so like awesome. At first, I didn't thought it was a cat. It was so, I thought it's a kind of like a mix of other animals because it looks really cool, and just the way she talks for that British accent
I
is like,
love her accent.
it's like, oh, you disrespect me so good.
Man, no, no, it's
You know.
shitty.
Girl, you're disrespecting me.
No, it's shitty, though. I've only watched that movie once in my entire life. Only once.
I've watched it so many times. One movie that I've only watched once was probably Emperor's New Groove, and I regret it. And I had to go watch it. I've been seeing it pop up on Tumblr lately, and I'm like, I gotta go fucking watch it. I'm probably gonna watch
Oh,
it.
how about El Dorado is also pretty underrated.
Oh
man,
my
El
god,
Dorado.
El Dorado was the shit. It's so funny. old DreamWorks movies were good. Not today's, like, oh, let's have Shrek 5 or something, or Ice Age 10. Seriously. Ice Age 1 was good. Shrek 1 was good. Shrek 2 was okay. I mean, Shrek 1, like, it was more adult. Like, a lot of the older DreamWorks movies, they had a lot of adult humor.
Know what I miss though? Kind of like those short little, I don't know, like the 5 minute, 3 minute like little cuts of just little animations at the beginning of each movie. Like with the Bugs Life,
Pixar?
it was like mainly with Pixar.
Pixar, I think they still do that, but they're taking their other movies and they're throwing them in there. They're not being original anymore.
I remember A Bug's Life. I love that movie too. But I remember A Bug's Life, and like with the chess game between that one guy, and he just went back and forth playing chess. And like the thing is, like they actually, oh man, I can't remember where, if it was in Bug's Life or what, but I remember that they actually, Toy Story 2, that was the guy playing chess was actually the guy who painted
Yeah,
painted
they
over
throw that
Andy.
in. They were throwing that in.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Or not painted over Andy, painted over
No, but-
Andy's name on Woody's shoe.
When Pixar makes a movie, like when it's just Pixar, when it's not Disney and Pixar, when it's just Pixar, they actually throw in a lot of their other movie references into their other movies. Like older movies will be into newer movies, like references in there.
Oh,
Which is really, really nice that they do that.
I just
And it's
saw
just a
in,
shout out.
Sorry, but I just saw in in the chat, Camel Case 1 saying Aristocats. Once again, another
Yes.
movie I love.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
and how about Cats Don't Dance?
Yes.
Yes. Why are these movies so underrated? Why do people forget about them?
Oh yeah, I love it. Also, Camel Case saying in the chat, like in Bug's Life at the end, they made like bloopers. Like they actually animated all the bloopers and stuff like that.
Yeah, they did that with Toy Story 2.
Monsters, Inc.
Mhm,
And
yeah,
Monsters,
like they do
And
that,
Monsters Inc.
and it's so cool how they do that. It's like I really like how
Because
like
it's
it.
probably shit like that really does happen though. Like when they're recording it and they're just like, oh, I'll just we'll just animate that.
No, I think they actually scripted because there's a script
No,
for
I
it.
don't know. Some of it, I doubt they can get some of the reactions.
Oh really?
Because I think because if recording booths, it can be stressful, but they also do group recordings where each recording booth is separated.
But they would be like
And other
side by
than
side,
that-
like right each other,
But
like right next
they're
to
not.
each
No,
other.
they're not in this. They're separated by glass, so they're not getting feedback from the other microphones from them speaking into one, and it'll echo over into theirs and can script the audio for that characters. But they can be doing stuff. Like the best example is probably when the Buzz in Toy Story 2, where Woody's in one of the Buzz Lightyear ships and he's making that face. That's probably what happened. Was Tim? I think it was Tim Allen is probably in the glass making faces against it. Who does Buzz?
Oh man, who does Buzz?
I forget. But whoever did Buzz, he's probably making faces at him, and he's trying not
Tim
to look.
Allen.
But as soon as he looked, no, Tim Allen did. Wait, who did Buzz? Who did Woody? Ah, God damn it, who did Woody?
I think Woody was Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Woody was Tom Hanks, and Buzz was Tim Allen. Okay.
Oh right.
It's been so.
Not cool. Like Cool's in the chat. Like he sent in the link with a bunch of insane Easter eggs, and one of them is actually from the looks of it, it's the pizza truck from Toy Story that you just see it everywhere.
Dude, somebody's actually people have made that into a real car.
Yeah,
if
people
I
have made that
if I
into a-
found the Toyota of the same year, hell yeah, I'd throw that in there. Seriously, there's no doubt. I would totally make that into a real car. I would make it if I could find
yeah.
out what year Toyota it is. It's a '90s, but I would totally make it into a real car and drive it around. It's just underrated. A lot of movies are underrated. Some things are underrated, but
Yeah.
oh well.
But one thing that I've seen recently, there are a lot of really cool animations that you can find out, even online. Recently, Disney released the full version of The Paper Man, the bit of a short that they shown in, I think they shown in theaters with Wreck-It Ralph. But that was
Yeah, they did.
that was such a good animation. It was 3D, but they used so many tips, they used so many tricks that made it look 2D, and I feel like it took the best of both worlds, really.
It was
Yeah.
mostly digital, but they did certain effects to make it look like it was handmade.
Yeah, and recently, there was this one animation called The Reward. I can't remember what the YouTube channel it was from, but it's a really funny, it's really good animation another one that I really enjoy. And I was looking at all these animations, talking about it now and thinking it's I almost feel like I want to just jump out of the game development and go into animation, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick with game development, but I'll probably just go into the art portion mainly.
But mostly just these movies and just thinking about the 90s, it's kind of nice to have. I wish I was older when growing up in the 90s.
I know.
Wish I was kind of my age growing up in the 90s so I could actually appreciate it. But I think I would die without internet and stuff.
Well, granted, if you were born back then, you wouldn't have the knowledge of internet yet.
Well, no, if we were to go back, in our age right now, go back into,
and then- okay.
1990, New Year's Eve, 1989. to start the entire 90s.
Okay, yeah, that would suck.
No, it would suck, but
for a little while.
Have a little bit. No, the problem it would suck, but you would get used to it.
Yeah, like
get to see all these old TV shows, and people would look at you weird because you're like, you'd have to try to start wearing some of the old 90s clothes and like how they wore everything and how everything. Music was actually good back then.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
well,
music
there's still
actually,
good music now. There's good music.
Metal and rock and roll started dying in the 90s,
no,
late 90s.
Dead. It's not dead.
Kids nowadays don't know shit about good music. They only listen like they're like Kanye, Lil Wayne. They're gonna be around forever. I'm like, rappers like that won't be shit in 10 years. They won't have anything in 10 years. Like I got in an argument with my stepdad and fucking little brother about I think it was Bugatti or whatever his name is. Some guy, he sings the song Bugatti, and I'm like looking at him, I'm like, he can't even fucking afford a Bugatti. They're like, what? He fucking has millions. He can afford like 4 of them. I'm like, why can he keep me being a car guy and knowing everything, almost everything about cars nowadays, and even older cars, just looking at him like he would never be he would wreck the shit out of a Bugatti. He would never be able to control it. Second of all, he would not be able to have the money to upkeep that Bugatti because probably he would just waste it all. He would destroy it. A Bugatti's tires, at least last time I checked, for Europe, they are 10,000 pounds each. Each tire is 10,000 pounds each. That's a lot of money. So, and then the car's a fucking nightmare to maintain. It's not a daily driver. It's technically go fast in a straight line car. But, and I'm just talking about that. I'm like, he's not gonna I tell him he's not gonna mean shit in 10 years. They're not gonna be remembered like fucking Biggie or Tupac. Tupac will be, they're not as popular as other musicians of a different like era, like Run DMC or MC Hammer. You know, that's where I love the 80s style, like hip hop and like that. That was the good stuff. You know, I could listen to no, that's not fucking that. But I'm talking about like,
okay, we get it, Ragin. You're kind of dragging that a little bit too long.
We dragged about the movie shit for too long, so
yeah, but we all talked there.
Yeah, we all talk, but you're just yeah.
Yeah,
it's
good
so
you're a poop head. Shut up.
Yeah, so I guess this would be around the time we can.
You're fat.
Sorry, Sin.
We got
sorry, Sin. But 1 sec. Ragin.
Yeah.
Yes.
My mother and father were poop heads.
I hope they're happy and dead.
But yes, but in all seriousness,
yes,
I think it's time to you know.
I'm gonna wrap it up because personally, this is my show.
People are getting tired of your stuff.
People are getting tired. Fuck them. No. I love you all.
I'll gladly.
But yeah, this. But seriously, yes, this has been the CloudsDale Cafe, and I would like to thank our wonderful guests, Llamas with Katanas, for coming on and having fun.
You know, actually, this is probably the best live show I've been on. You guys are really funny, and I've enjoyed myself. So, you guys are stupid and funny, but
that is exactly what I'm going for.
The secret is revealed. I'm gonna cut myself. Thanks.
Oh no, don't! I'll give you tissue for issues. But no, I've really enjoyed being on the show tonight. So
we've enjoyed having you on. It
was interesting. Let me tell you that.
It's our shows are always interesting. We always make it somehow interesting.
It was cool.
Compliments we have in a long time. It's interesting. Lack of better word. For lack of a better word.
I'm loving Not Cools right now, but for what he just said, because in the after show I'm going to talk about my two Hondas that I own at the moment, and one. I have two 91 Honda Accords, and one's an 800 horsepower monster.
You said you were going to talk about that later.
But I know, but I'm just
run while you can, Llamas.
So
I'm running.
Okay. We are the CloudsDale Cafe, and we are part of CloudsDale.org. CloudsDale.org, we have clouds and shit. So, go check out CloudsDale.org. Also, we also have a Tumblr for those that have not found us out yet or does not know what Tumblr is, go to tumblr.com and type in CloudsDale Cafe and check us out there. Give us a follow and tune in with us. You'll always see new art that is always drawn by Image18. Thank you, Image. And we also have Twatter or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So go give us a like on there. Cinnamon likes to do that, and you'll see updates, stupid updates, videos, blah 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 blah. We also have a YouTube, CloudsDale Cafe. You know, everything starts with Cloudsdale. So if you can type in CloudsDale Cafe on Google, you will find us. So
also, don't forget to dick us on dick.net.
We don't have one of those, so shut up, Nick. But
I just made one last week.
But for all her information, Llamas with Katanas will be in the description in YouTube. So look at the bottom, blah blah blah, arrows pointing down.
No,
so
I'm not editing that in. How about we end? Good night. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, good night. We are the CloudsDale Cafe, and stay sexy out there, and see you next week.
Good night, guys. Take care.